Hi, welcome to today's Power Flow. For today's practice, you don't need any props, just a little space to move, and we're gonna get started in a child's pose. So knees as wide or as narrow as feels good for you, hips back towards the heels, and take a moment here to lengthen your upper body, like you're reaching those fingertips forward as far as they can go. Give yourself just a moment or two here. And then adding in a side stretch, walk your hands towards the left, right hand stacks on top of left. Full breath here, keeping that right hip anchored behind you. Walk your hands over towards the right and left hand stacks on top of right. Again, full breath here, left hip stays anchored down. And make your way back to center. Pressing yourself up to a tabletop position. Walk your knees under your hips. Adding in our cat series here. Inhale to drop your belly, lift your tailbone, look up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, press away from the mat. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round your spine. Give yourself a few rounds of breath here, working at your own pace. Any movement that feels good to warm up the spine here, you can add it in. And then when you're ready, find a neutral spine, engaging the core, belly button pulls towards the spine. Keeping that left knee bent, begin to lift the left knee off the mat, sole of the foot presses towards the sky, and then lift the sole foot a bit higher and then lower. So here for 10 count of those pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower that left knee back to the mat. Other side, right knee stays bent, lifts off the mat. 10 count of those pulses, just lowering and lifting just a bit here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that right knee back to the mat. Tuck your toes if they aren't tucked already. Begin to walk your hands back towards your knees. Finding a plantar stretch, you might keep some weight in your hands here, maybe hips all the way towards the heels. And we're gonna pulse between this shape and downward facing dog. So bring your hands forward, peel the hips up towards the sky, give yourself a moment. Then knees back to the mat, hips towards the heels. Give yourself a moment. Continuing to pulse between these two shapes here. Working at the pace that feels good for you. This is a great way if either of these shapes feel a little stiff. Just adding in this movement can help warm up the tissues, help us to find that range of motion that works and feels right for you. Give yourself 2 more rounds wherever you are. We'll meet next time you're in that downward facing dog. Again, not rushing your rhythm or your pace to get there. Hips lift towards the sky, heels towards the mat. And then walk your hands in so you're coming to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, find a half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk your hands forward, coming to plank position. Once you find plank, inhale, pull right knee towards left elbow. Exhale, extend. Inhale, left knee towards right elbow. Exhale, extend. Walk your hands back in, call this inchworm. Lifting your hips forward, fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward. Giving yourself 3 more rounds here. Once you find that plank, opposite knee to opposite elbow on either side, then walk your hands back in. Again, your pace might match mine, it might not. Giving yourself time here, keeping that core engaged. Warming up the shoulders. I've got another round from where I am. Keep working with your pace. We'll meet at that forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, find a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hang heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms can reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hang heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Last time, walk your hands forward to that plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, tops of the feet to the mat, heart pulls forward. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank position. 10 count of mountain climbers here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hang heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, half lift, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, 10 count of mountain climbers here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hang heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, crown of the head points forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows stay hugged in. Inhale for up dog, heart pulls forward. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. 10 count of mountain climbers, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hang heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to your hips here, keeping our hips nice and square. Begin to shift your weight to your right foot. Then left foot taps just behind you. Hands on the hips, so we're not pressing the hips forward, folding into that low back, but keeping the upper body nice and tall. Can shift the weight forward like you're pressing the gas, then tap that toe behind you. Shifting forward and tap your toe. Give yourself a few more rounds here. Nice and slow. You might not feel like you feel a ton happening here. Next time, tap your toe, then pull that knee towards the chest. Tap your toe, knee towards the chest. You can add in here, maybe you lift that back heel as the knee lifts. lifting and then lowering. Whew, that was a little tough. Lift and lower. 3 more rounds. If you'd like to even add in a hop here, you're welcome to. Pause next time, back toes lowered. Then bring left foot back to the mat. Other side here, I'll face forward this time. Begin to tap that right foot behind you. And then press the gas forward, just noticing that hip movement. Tap the toe behind you. Press the gas forward. Keeping your hips square here. Man, as I'm facing you straight on, I can see how much harder that is for me. Giving yourself a few rounds here, just noticing where you feel that in your body, keeping your upper body nice and strong. When you're ready, begin to add in that knee pull. So knee comes up towards the chest, tap the toes, knee towards the chest, tap the toes. Again, you can continue here, keeping that left foot solidly on the mat, or begin to add in that heel lift and lower. Heel lift, and lower. Few more rounds at your pace, your chosen movement. 2 more, maybe you add in that hop. I am not getting off the floor today, I can feel it. And then next time your back foot's lowered, pause there. Right foot comes to meet left, hands at heart center. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach up, you can look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step just your left foot back. Warrior 2, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Arms at shoulder height. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten that front leg, turn toes to long edge of the mat. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, wide stance. Hands come to heart center. Adding in skaters here. Shift your weight towards your right foot. Left hand taps, left foot behind you. Then other side, left foot plants, right hand behind you. Finding either side here. Shifting your weight back and forth. We'll be here for just about a minute. Working at your pace. Ignoring any plants you may be kicking behind you. Got about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause back in that wide stance. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Turn your toes, walk your hands back to the top of the mat. 10 count of lunge switches. Bringing one foot from the other. You can always hop or go one foot at a time. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with left foot forward. Warrior 2, back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Arms at shoulder height. Find your base here, adjust as you need to. Inhale, left palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, right arm overhead. Exhale to warrior 2. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, right arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, straighten that front leg, toes point to long edge of the mat. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, back to that wide stance. Exhale, hands to heart center this time. Pull your heels in, sink your hips down. Blade edges of the feet press into the mat, knees are out at just a bit of a diagonal. We're gonna add in some twist and punch here. That is not a real yoga move, but we're adding it in here. So left hand comes to hip, right arm reaches the other way, extending that right leg, come back to center. Opposite hand, opposite leg, back to center. I should say same hand, same leg. If you've got it, we're twisting and we're punching. Here for about a minute. Take your time, really finding that extension here, moving at the pace that feels good for you. Here for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause back in center. Inhale, straighten the legs, toes point forward, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Turn your toes, walk your hands back to low lunge. 10 count of those low lunge switches. Again, you can hop or you can step. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, whichever foot in front. Step back, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, shift forward to plank position. Exhale, lower down to your forearms here. We're gonna add in a little plank and roll. So from your forearms, lower knees to the mat, roll to your right side, come back to center, press up to plank position, lower knees to the mat, roll to left side, back to center, press to forearm plank, lower your knees, roll to the right, back to center, press up to forearm plank, lower your knees, roll to the right or left, either side. Continuing here, giving ourselves about 30 more seconds, not concerning yourself with the time, I'll mark that. Just adding in some oblique work with those twists and keeping that core nice and engaged, helping our shoulders with the plank position. One more evening out on either side. We'll be back in center when you're ready, forearm plank. Then press up to plank on the hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, hips up and back, down dog. Exhale, heels press to the mat. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, find a half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hang heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, root through your feet, reach tall. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, arms reach up, you can look up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position. Inhale in plank. 10 count of mountain climbers here for 10, 9, 8. Really driving those knees. Last round of mountain climbers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause in plank. Lower down to your forearm plank, keeping those hips lifted. Begin to walk your toes in, lifting your hips here for dolphin. Press into your forearms. Now you are welcome to stay right here, or you can play with lifting one foot off the mat, then lowering it back down, other foot off the mat, lower back down. Give yourself 2 more rounds of those leg lifts if you're taking them. If not, continuing to hold your dolphin, taking your time here. When that's complete for you, walk your feet back out, forearm plank. Inhale, press up to plank on the hands last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Full breath, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart for Sphinx. Elbows press into the mat. Low body is nice and soft. Handful of breaths here. Feeling that belly as it presses into and releases from the mat. Slowing the breath. Ears lift away from the shoulders. One more breath here. Pressing back to a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, look up. Exhale, round your spine, press away from the mat. A few rounds of this cat series from the beginning of our practice, using it as a way to slow the breath, give the spine a little love. Use your next breath to come back to a neutral spine. Crown of the head points forward, belly button pulls towards the spine. Then tuck your toes. Begin to walk your hands back, returning to that plantar stretch. Now you might keep weight in your hands. We're here for just a moment. Keeping that mobility here. Inhale, lift to standing on the knees, arms lift. Exhale, twist to the left, hips sink down, hands to left side of the body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right, hips sink down, hands to the right side of your body. Continue at your pace. Now, if this feels too intense to sink your hips down towards the heels, you can always take these twists, staying lifted here, keeping the toes tucked to get a slight plantar stretch, but not adding the weight of those hips sinking down. One more round on either side from wherever you are. We'll meet next time you're lifted. Hands come to hips. Untuck your toes. Take a seat on the heels here. Hero's pose. Now, if this doesn't feel great in your knees, bring your feet in front of you, easy seat. We're closing out here, or you're welcome to take a Shavasana. Eyes soft or closed. Long spine wherever you are. Giving yourself about 10 rounds of breath. Not worried about counting them. I'll keep time. But allowing each inhale and exhale to lengthen. We'll close with a collective breath. When you get to the end of your next exhale, pause there. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your hands back to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for being part of this rad community, and I hope you have a stellar rest of your day.